You are now tuned in to DM3 Entertainment. So let's talk about it. Hey, don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe. Let's go. What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. And last year I did 2 videos having to do with toxic femininity and the fact that femininity is part of the reasons why we have a lot of issues we have today in the AKA black family. And as you've seen in those 2 videos, one having to do with Ghost from the TV show Power, and another video having to do with Tasha from the TV show Power. Now, what I'm going to be doing a lot of times when I do videos now this year is I'm going to show y'all how to decode how they're trying to brainwash you when it comes to these TV shows that we be watching these days. So if you're watching for entertainment, you'll already be prepared for when they come with the brainwashing. So I'm going to show you 3 clips from Power Book 2 that you know Tariq is starring in now. And it's going to show you how the main female characters, or some of the female characters on the show now, are also toxic, showing you toxic femininity, or what I call toxic masculinity, because true toxic masculinity is when women are trying to be men. So let's get started with this video, and let's go.
You missed the meeting with the agent. We need that nigga to put you on. Where the fuck you going?
Okay, I know I'm stopping it already, just getting started, but we're talking about the fact that ladies got to learn how to be more ladylike. She walked in the door, loud voice, cursing and whatnot. That is not ladylike, and women have to start realizing that and stop all of this masculine traits. Men have that type of trait when they're loud and boisterous. Ladies, calm it down. Relax.
I need to go see my mom.
Before the Princeton game? The fuck's gotten into you? Why?
Man came on the court. Says he's my father. Real light-skinned dude, but this tattoo. I gotta talk to Ma. I need answers.
Said it was your father? Sit down, Zeke.
No disrespect, Auntie, but this ain't about you. Everybody said he was dead, and I need the truth.
Sit the fuck down, Zeke. I know you heard what I just said.
See, ladies, this is another red flag right here. A woman is supposed to be nurturing, and she's supposed to be caring and nice. When he comes to her with a situation like that, she's not supposed to be coming at him like she's a gangster. You know, what happens is with that type of attitude and that type of behavior, it makes young men get confused to understand how they're supposed to behave. Because you have a woman where she is way smaller than him and physically he is way bigger than her. But if she's trying to control him and put him in a situation that a father figure would do. And this is not something that's very good or is going to bring like balance to a man's life when you have a woman trying to basically punk him and not be nurturing towards him. So ladies, like I say, this is another red flag, and you have to relax. You must learn to recycle or relearn how to be sensitive and caring.
I need to tell you something. Your father's in prison for life.
For real? What for?
That's all I know. I promise I'd never say anything. Your mother thought it'd be best this way. He's gonna die in there. I'm sorry, baby. This man claiming to be your father is a liar trying to hitch a ride to the league. let him distract you. You need to focus all your energy toward preparing for this game. And I'll work on convincing that agent to give us a second chance. Okay?
You ready, Auntie?
I got you.
As y'all see, she had the opportunity to be kind and nurturing and be that shoulder that he could lean on to get some comfort and some guidance. But what does she do? What does she do as a toxic individual? She lies to him and confuses him even more. When you think a person that you care about, that's supposed to be your auntie, but as we all know in the show, spoiler if anybody hasn't seen it yet, but she's actually his mother. So all this time that he's been living a lie, and she says that the man that's saying that he's the father is a liar, but in actuality, your own mother, female in your life, a leader in your life, is lying to you since you were born and doing things that was not necessary. And this is what we need not to be doing. We need to start to be honest and straightforward with our children and our spouse and the person we choose to live our life with. Because if we do not, people are going to remember this and not forget and say, you tell me not to be dealing with people who are liars, but you're a liar. And as y'all see, as the show goes on, this is going to bite Monet in the ass. Let's continue.
We had an agreement, Dante. Why the fuck go behind my back to Zeke?
Because we had an agreement. You forced my hand, Nene. I want to know my son. I want time. I want to make up for all those years I missed that you stole from me.
As we come into this clip here, you see Monet in the room and start cursing once again at the young man's father, which he doesn't know is the father yet, but he's the father. And I should have told y'all, spoiler, but that's what's going on. So she comes in the room and tells him that he did not keep the trust, but she didn't keep the trust because she broke what she said he was going to do. She said she was going to introduce him to his son, and she chose not to do that. So as men, we're going to figure ways to get things done, especially if we're a leader, a strong man. We're not going to just sit there and allow a woman to just dictate to us what we need to do when it comes to someone who's our child or someone that we care about, especially when we just learn about them. And this is what he's trying to say. Real men and men who are about their lives and about being strong men and want to be a part of their kid's life, they are there, and this is what they mean, and this is what they want. This false narrative that they show all the time, saying that dads are deadbeats and all this other stuff, this is very minute and very small. Most men want to be in their kids' lives, need to be in their kids' lives, and will be in their kids' life if the opportunity is there.
Because I don't remember choosing not to be in Zeke's life. That decision was made for me.
I was 16. You don't think people were making decisions for me?
Why didn't you tell me?
Because you disappeared.
No. I got arrested. And then when they offered me the military, I don't know. I fucking took it because I didn't know I had anything to live for. Do you really think that if I knew I was missing basketball games, graduations, that I wouldn't have made different choices? I needed him. I needed both of you.
Saying I was 16, other people were making decisions for me, not taking accountability. And I know y'all hear this a lot because there's many people out here on YouTube that try to deal with the man and woman situation, and women tend not to take accountability. Now, as she says he disappeared, but it takes two. If he disappeared and you cared so much about him and you knew that he had a son, you should have took it upon yourself to try to find where this man was. And when you found where he was, you're supposed to give him the opportunity to mess up. See, a lot of times this is what happens. Young ladies make decisions for men and don't let men make the decisions to be a man. When you take a decision away, how can he do the right thing if he doesn't have the opportunity to do it? So this is the thing we have to start realizing. You got to make better decisions, and you must be accountable for your own actions first before you try to blame someone else.
What about these things? You're gonna ruin everything we worked so hard for.
Is that what this is all about? It's like, what, a fucking retirement plan for you?
Fuck you, Dante. I love that boy more than you would ever understand. He's my son.
So maybe you should tell him that. And while you at it, tell him he's my son, too.
Don't fuck this up. Zeke doesn't need you. And neither do I.
About her son or her son's father. And you know, you hear ladies always say, oh, he's narcissistic. But this is basically a trait of a toxic woman. She's the one that's truly narcissistic. I can't say that word, but you understand what I'm saying. That they come up with ideas and things that work best for them and them only. And whoever's on the ride with them and they're going in the direction they want to, they're happy. But if you want to do something different, then they're like, this doesn't work for me, so I'm not trying to have that happen. Now, I said earlier, or he said earlier in the video, that he needed them, but then she goes and flips it, and this is what women do a lot in these modern times, say they don't need a man for nothing. Not knowing that we need each other. The man, the woman, the child needs each other. And this is how you build a truly strong family. Knowing that you're not supposed to do this by yourself. You're supposed to do it with the partner you choose and you build together. You know, so I definitely had to show y'all that. But we're going to continue and go to this next clip.
Trust, and I appreciate you meeting me under the circumstances. What's all this about, Tariq? Davis wants my little sister to take the stand and speak to my alibi, but I just can't let her lie for you. Look, she's just a little kid. Right? She shouldn't be dragged into this. I need your help, Tamika. Tariq, do you remember the last time you came to me for help? What you told me? That my father was a monster. And you weren't. Is that still true? Was it even true then?
Is doing something that women do a lot, not knowing that their actions is actually being toxic. Toxic in the sense of being gullible. You have this young man who's basically a con artist, knowing how to say what he needs to say to get out of things. And what I said earlier, men and women need each other. Because if this young lady had a man in her life and she played the role of what females do, then he would have been able to see this con man coming a mile away. And as we all know, when Ghost was around, Tariq didn't get over like that. His mother would always let him get over. And that's why he's basically the monster he is today, because his toxic mother let him be who he was, and he took the negative things from both his mother and his father, and not being able to be checked, he turned into who he was. So let's go and continue.
I didn't kill that cop. You didn't kill this cop. And the other one? The professor? Maria Suarez. Lakeisha Grant. Thought the killing would stop, but it hasn't. Bodies continue to pile up around you, Tariq. I'm not going to help you become your father. And I'm not Davis. If you want my help, I need the truth.
I didn't go to kill Professor Reynolds. I was forced to. I had no choice. It was him and me.
Who forced you, Tariq? Was it the same person who killed the cop and forced you to kill Reynolds? Here's something Davis will never say. I can get you a deal. You won't go free, but you won't serve more than 5 years max. If you name this person, he'll take the weight. You're smart, Tariq. If you're not smarter than your father already, you will be. You have all the tools to be better than he ever was. But it's your decision.
Now, with this clip, I want to say this. Gentlemen, it doesn't matter how much you love a woman or how much you care about her. You still have to be the man in the relationship. Because with this clip, it shows you an example of how when you don't take 100% charge of your family and you allow things to go on because you love someone or you want to care for someone, sometimes things fall apart and it's out of your control. Because as you can see, all of these bodies that you've seen in this scene is all because of Tariq. Because his mother did not want him to be disciplined, and his father, thinking of his mother's feelings, did not come off like he should have. Because we all know who watched Power, know that Ghost knew what he was doing. And Ghost truly wasn't a monster. He just was a man about his business. He did things he had to do because he had to do them, and he chose to do them. He never did like Tariq here and said, oh, I had to do something, sticking himself into a corner and not taking responsibility like a lot of ladies do. That's being a woman trait. So men, when you don't take responsibility for something you've done, you are now put a feminine trait inside of your actions. So with that being said, I just want to end it by saying, when she said that you are smarter and you will be better than your father, that's a false statement, because he will never be as smart as Ghost. Because we all know Ghost isn't dead. Ghost set all this up and he's in the background somewhere. And we all know he'll be back on one of these shows. And this is the truth. Let's move on to this last scene.
Can you get a sugar-free vanilla latte with soy extra fun?
Zach, we need to talk.
I know. People think soy is bad for sperm count, but that's actually just a myth.
We both know Tariq didn't kill Ramirez. I think he knows who did, but he won't take a deal in due time because of his sister. But if you can get Yasmin out of the system, maybe he'll sign.
Yeah, Davis will never go for it. He doesn't take deals.
You have no defense. Tariq is going to go to jail as a cop killer, and he didn't do it. You are his sworn counsel. You have to protect him.
I hear you. But you know how I feel about Tariq. Maybe it's time a body finally got up to him.
You saw him with his sister. There is still good in him. A lot of bad decisions were made for Tariq. It's not too late for us to give him the chance to decide for himself who he is. He can be better.
What does he want?
He'll become a bigger monster than his father ever was.
As you see in this last scene, it's showing you the dynamics of a man's nature and a woman's nature. As you see, Sax is being a man, saying, we did what we could do for this young man. And we all know that he's done a lot of stuff, and it's just basically the chickens coming home to roost. It's time for him to deal with the karma that is Tariq. Now, on the other side, you see Tamika being a mother figure, a woman showing her kindness, trying to save a young man that truly does not need to be saved. Anybody who's watched the first show and watching this show knows that Tariq is just a conniver, trying to figure things out as he goes, but in actuality needs to be locked up, needs to be set in the place where he can grow and understand that what he thought he was supposed to be doing is not something he should be doing, because he did not grow in that type of lifestyle. So there's no reason for him to even want to be that way. So, like I said earlier with this video, I wanted to show y'all how to decode the toxic femininity and the messages that they're putting out here so that people can be programmed into thinking the wrong way. And the right way, you think, is that the man should be the head of the household. A A woman should be a supporter of the man, and they should work together and work with their strengths. Because, ladies, being feminine is a superpower. And once y'all understand that, then you'll get a lot of things accomplished and done. The man, his superpower is his strength and his logic. And your femininity and your loveliness is yours. So, everyone, make sure to check out the first two videos if you haven't already. Femininity Destroy Ghost, and Tasha is the example of a toxic female. And every Sunday at 7:30, I'm on my channel doing a live show, and I want to see y'all there. So make sure y'all come through, check me out, and help me grow my channel. And come on, go for the ride. And I'll see you there when I'm at 1 million views. 1 million views and 1 million subscribers. So as we know, I say peace. And make sure you subscribe, you hit that like, and share the video. Peace.